So we're going to have Dave Greeley back up here, please. Big round of applause.
Okay, best of order, please. Getting to what maybe seems to be the exciting bit, the special awards. The first award is probably the most important one, and for kids from whether 8 to 13 to 16. As I say, from 8 to 13 to 16, I don't know what it is. This is probably the most difficult award to win because it doesn't come naturally all of the time. It's much easier to think about yourself, think about scoring those goals and how you're going to play. But for sportsmen, it's about how you think about the team and what you contribute to the team and having a really good attitude. There's going to be perhaps a few surprises this year, I'm not sure. But in terms of sportsmen, the guy we've selected, myself and Nick, he's prepared to do anything. He's prepared to play out there, whether it's left back, right back, midfield, it doesn't really matter. And I know religiously, after every training, he comes to me and says, do I need my gloves this week or should I get my shorts? And he's had a really good attitude. He's spent a lot of time on the touchline and it's never fazed him. His attitude has always been up there. So this year, Sportsman of the Year is Jack Mitford. So Jack, what's been your best moment this year?
Scoring a goal.
Not the save to keep us 3-3 or whatever it was the other week?
Don't know.
Well done Jack, it's been a pleasure. So on to most improved, I think, that's right. There have been actually quite a number of contenders for this, myself and Nick talked about it an awful lot. And the fact there are a number of contenders says a lot about the improvements of the team across the board. We've seen a number of the guys actually move on leaps and bounds. A lot of that is due to sort of extra expertise we've had from Nick in terms of the coaching and stuff. But it's been a lot to do with their personal attitudes and the willingness to learn. And willingness to actually learn and improve their technical ability. The guy that's got most improved this year has stood out in more ways than one. He's probably the biggest lad on the pitch. He's probably got the brightest hair on the pitch. He wears glasses, but his technical abilities improved. He spent a lot of time with Matt during last summer with Forest's skills coach, and that's brought both of them on leaps and bounds. But he's applied it, and he's used his physical presence to actually dominate that midfield and made the position his own. So, most improved player of the year is Charlie Miller. So, Charlie, you scored a few good goals this year. Which was the most special?
The one where I tapped it in.
You haven't tapped any in this year, have you?
Yeah.
I don't remember that one. Okay, well done Charlie. Keep improving. Okay, this was completely out of our hands. It was the players' choice for their favourite who they thought made the biggest contribution. There was a few hot favourites. It's quite interesting that they all selected out of probably 3 players. But the one that pipped it, and he could have won Supporters Player of the Year, is somebody that's really grinds the performances out. He's made his position his own. As I said earlier, he shows an awful lot of leadership. He's captain from time to time during this year as well. But he's really improved, and I think the supporters and the players have really appreciated the performances he puts in. He's a real brave player, and he puts 100% in every week. And the winner is Sam Stewart. So Sam, what's been your most memorable moment?
Scoring my first goal, centre half.
According to the stats, you scored 2. I don't remember the second.
Yeah, I think he gave an own goal to me.
Oh, okay. That explains it. Well done, Sam. Nice you scoring. Right, Supporters Player of the Year. I should say Ben Curlow scored really highly with both players and supporters. It's a bit of a crowd pleaser, is Ben. Scores lots of goals. Scored a hat-trick the other week. So he's a little bit unlucky to miss out on a couple of trophies. But the guy that actually edged this one, Can Driver's completely mad, but he's really knuckled down. As I said before, he's got the respect of his team, which is a big thing for this guy, because he's had an awful lot of stick over the years, but he's actually got his team around him and supporting him. That's due to him actually knuckling down, listening to Nick about how to keep that goal, and he's putting some fantastic performances. And he's had man of the match a few times this year, so quite rightly, Supporters Player of the Year is Jack Granger. So Jack, if you heard Alan Hansen and others say that most goalkeepers are mad,
Yes,
would you put yourself in that category?
definitely.
We would as well, but we love you. This is perhaps the most important trophy, and it didn't take us myself and Nick long to actually agree on this one. Manager's Player of the Year is quite difficult. We've had a number of people in the past. This may come as a bit of a surprise to some, but for a Manager's Player of the Year, it's not just about how good they play, it's about attitude and whether they want to learn, whether they're receptive at training, whether their attitude's good, and they're consistent about all that. And it's about improvement as well. So he's an all-rounder, he's improving, he's listening to us, and he showed that, he's applied it. He found it a little bit difficult because the division we're in was a big step up for him in terms of standard. But once he found his position, he really has excelled, and not only is he a really good defender now, but when he goes forward he looks threatening. And I have to say he actually scored the most memorable goal for me this year, and all the kids remember it because it was a long range effort that he just hit it with 2-3 down, and he just looped straight over the goalkeeper. And quite rightly, and he fully deserves this award. Manager's Player of the Year is Luke Atta. So you're totally embarrassed now then, Luke? I thought you might be. Are you going to keep those boots clean? Because you set a really good example for the rest of them, including yourself.
Because I've got to talk.
Good lad.
Drink now then.
Really pleased with you. I'm glad you turned up when you did that to training last summer, because you've been a great asset to the team.